telling everyone about Andy was saying I was a shit manager and I don't look after. No, he wasn't really. I'm really joking.
Is he a good manager, Jack?
Yeah, I was just saying this has been my best year in boxing this year. And Sam's partly to thank for that. Well,
thanks, mate.
A lot to thank for that. But yeah,
Thank you.
Listen, it's been a good year. We've had 2
mate.
fights. We headlined my second fight with Matchroom, and you know what? I'm excited for more of it next year.
What's 2024? We were talking about Saudi. We come on to that next, but 2024 for Jack.
Momentum. That's what it's key. I mean, look, we sat down together, me and Jack did, and we said, look, we know where he wants to get to. We know where he deserves to be. We don't want to speak about your mate, but we know where he deserves to be. But right now, let's concentrate on activity. But now we're ready for a big one, Andy. We're ready for a big one.
You're going to be in San Francisco with him?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm good. No, but Jack's going to go. But he should be at things like that. He's going with Cameron. He's going to have to babysit Cameron.
You going with Cameron Vaughan?
I'm not going with Cameron. I'm going with me on. I'll be looking after Cameron.
Yeah, but he'll be looking after Cameron. So
Andy was there. We like to go to the fights. I go with me on. I don't mind that.
To be honest, Jack, I said that to you off camera there. I said you're everywhere. You were in Dublin last week. You're in Bolton tonight. You're going to Belfast next week. You're going to San Francisco the week following. Whether it's to pick a fight, you just enjoy the fights, don't you?
You know what? We've got a great stable of fighters, so that's been keeping us busy. I'm a boxing fan before I was a fighter, so it's good to get an opportunity to travel around the world and get to these fights and get there next week and potentially get in a fight with one of these guys. I'm excited for it.
Jack, what's going has Matchroom gave you any incline in getting into the ring if to face the winner or a face-to-face with the winner? Yeah, that's what we just stop.
You haven't really.
Jack, that's not his style. But
It's not my style, but listen, I don't think they'd be taking me out there if it wasn't an option. And I've been pushing for these fights. We almost had a deal done with Regis last year. Obviously, he's fighting now with Haney, so we'll see.
Jack, I'll tell you one thing, right? See, in boxing, you've got to make noise in boxing. And this, you said that this has been your best year in boxing because of this man. Who makes noise? This man. Do you have to go out to San Francisco and make some noise?
You know what? I do my part, and you know that. I go to the fights and I do what needs to be done, and I'll be there next week and I'll be seen.
Good stuff.
I'll tell you what it is though. Devin Haney, he's going to move up to 147, right? He's going to move up. Devin Haney's probably going to vacate the belt and Sandor Martin, isn't he?
Haney's beating Prograis.
I want Prograis to win because I don't think he's ever been given his props. I mean, look, he had a very close fight with Josh Taylor. I thought he pipped him, to be perfectly honest. Sorry to you, mate, but I do. I think Regis pipped him.
Me and him were misfits. Me and Sam were misfits, Jack.
I think Regis pipped him. I did. And a lot of people thought that, but great fight. Josh got the win. Fair play. Going back to what I was saying, I don't think he's ever really got his props as being such a great fighter that he is, but Devin Haney's got one of those styles where he can just nullify what you're good at. So I think Devin Haney wins. I hope Regis wins. But Jack's in line to fight. Barboza, he's been talking about, I saw him, watched him talking to Addy yesterday, Oladipo on DAZN saying he's the boogeyman. Jack will fight him. Jose Ramirez, Jack will fight him. Gary Russell Jr., number 2 in the WBC, will fight him, no problem. Jack wants to win a world title, and I genuinely believe, speaking with Eddie, Jack's going to be fighting for a world title. I'm not saying it could be next, but either way, Jack's in a big fight next. Fact.
Definitely. And listen, Jack, you've like I said, you fly everywhere. You make your name, you put your name out there without even really talking. So hopefully San Francisco is a good time for you. You get the fight that you want, the fight you deserve, whether it be Josh Taylor, whether it be the winner of Haney Prograis. 2024 is looking bright for you.
Yeah, of course. I've put myself in a good position this year for 24 to go in and have these good fights, and the fighters that Sam just mentioned there, along with the others that you've just mentioned, these are all the fights that I want, and I believe I've earned the right to call for these fights and be present and get them in the ring.
Ryan Garcia's on DAZN as well. Teofimo Lopez don't want to fight anybody, and not because he's scared. Teofimo Lopez is hard to negotiate with. He's saying he wants tens of millions, what it is. But his last... No, we know that, but like Teofimo Lopez's last fight, this is just a fact, never sold out the small theatre with Josh. But it just didn't. No, we have to be honest. But the fight was a fantastic fight. I stopped up to what it was an unbelievable fight to make. That's why even when Josh ducked the fight with Jack, and we're looking at Andy like that.
I'm just looking at you.
when he went to fight Teofimo, it was almost hands up, great fight. But the fight never sold out the small theatre. So when you're demanding that type of money, it's hard to get that. It's hard to put a fight together. But again, WBO world champion Jack will fight Teofimo Lopez next, no problem. We're easy to deal with.
That's the thing. It's getting those fights. So it's getting these guys to the negotiating table and getting the fight made for Jack. Because I'm guessing Jack doesn't care. really, you don't care who you fight, what's worth, what not.
The money's always the issue. If anyone tells you any different, they're liars. And obviously, it has to be financially worth his while. But believe me when I tell you, there isn't a man I can put to Jack and Jack will say, "Oh, I don't want to fight him." Jack will fight anybody. I've never worked with a fighter. Joe Joyce was a similar one in the sense of, we look at his record, but Jack genuinely isn't bothered who he fights next. As long as it gets him closer to where he wants to be, he'll fight anybody. And I've never known a person like him.
I agree. Listen, it's been a great interview. I was going to talk about Saudi Arabia with you, but I'll probably give you a Zoom call on Sunday morning when you're back from Belfast, and we'll talk about that if not. Sam, all right? We'll do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. You'll be on Belfast.
Tomorrow night, tune in live to Zone 7 PM. Perfect.
Perfect, Jack. Cheers, mate. Thank you, mate. Thank you.